Okay, welcome once again to some Command Modern Air Naval Operations Mayhem. So a bit of a while since I've actually played this game, but messed around with a few community scenarios recently, so I thought, well, why not play it and stream it and cast it at the same time? That sounds like a pretty damn good idea, I think you'll agree. So let's just start a new game. And okay, just making sure I know when I started. Start with a good old community scenario, and well, what the hell? Just to start things off, we'll just go with actually, is this what I started with? I can't remember actually. This difficulty. Ah, that's right. Yes. So yeah, we'll go with something relatively easily because I'm still a bit of a newbie at the game, and I don't exactly That's probably going to be displayed actually. But anyway, still a bit of a newbie at the game, and I only played a little bit of it recently, so I'll just start with this. So this is going to be known as 688 Attack Sub number 4 at Mumar, Cadaver, 1989 scenario. So it's going to be in the Strait of Gibraltar, Mumar, Cadaver, United States versus Libya. Sounds like a pretty fair matchup. 16th of August 1989, 2:45 PM Zulu, which I believe is like the time at command something or other, like at the command center, and this Juliet thing is like the local time. So there we go. And of course we can only play as USA, we can't play as great Libyan army. The White House is blaming the Libyans for the recent acts of terrorism. To punish these international criminals, A688 is ordered to sink 4 Libyan oil tankers as they exit the Strait of Gibraltar. The tankers are under the protection of Libyan warships. Remember that the strait is filled with traffic, so don't put the US in a bad light by sinking non-Libyan ships. And as a quick side note to that, actually, Americans were guilty of downing an Iranian passenger plane. I can't remember, was it during the 80s or something like that, or 70s, and they never apologized for that. So despite the fact that it clearly they were at fault, I mean, they even had like a fancy radar system. It was I can't remember, one of their advanced ships at the time that identified it on the plane on their radar and just shot it down. But actually, yeah, yeah, that was an Iranian plane, that's right. But anyway, that's not this scenario, that's something else. And what do we need? We need 1,000 to win. Get 250 points for destroying the oil tankers, some points for destroying frigates and subs. Don't want them to exit the Mediterranean, and we certainly don't want to hit any civilian ships. Not that we're going to apologise for them anyway. And we don't want to get this thing detected or even destroyed. So, those are the conditions. And yeah, well, there you go. So basically, already played around with this a bit actually, not to the end, I was just screwing around, and we can only play as USA, yep, that's right. Coming message, blah blah blah, they're basically just repeating what we've already known, so just like the side. And that sounds pretty good. So staying undetected is going to be a little bit tricky, but let's see, where was it actually, that thing that would detect us? Well, in any case, we need to move away as quickly as possible. We'll also, oops, no, it's attack. Okay, we'll change this thing to creep, and we'll just get it up a little bit further just so we can have an easier time detecting and identifying stuff. And finally, we'll plot a point right, yeah, perfect. Alright, let's get things started. So we've got a whole bunch of tactics, got a whole bunch of targets, well, contacts anyway, popping up. Apparently these are the convergence zones as well. Holy shit, what the fuck is up with the frame rate? There you go, that's a bit better. I just want to zoom out, that's when it really screws it over, but whatever. Just have a look actually, blah blah blah. All units, merge. Yeah, I think we should be alright actually. Yeah, alright. Alrighty. So let us just continue onwards then. So we've got obviously, well, some sort of unknown submersible contact here, or submerged contact. Obviously it's going to be a Libyan sub. We don't really have anything else operating in the vicinity. A couple of friendlies here and there that we have to watch out for. And possible merchant ships. This one is using HF sonar, MF sonar. That basically means, especially since it even identifies it as FFG, some sort of frigate with guided missiles, I think. well, basically put, it's most likely not going to be a civilian thingy-majingy. But in any case, first we'll try to take this thing down actually, so since we don't want to get dejected. So let's just do that actually, and since we're only controlling one unit, I think I'll just give them manual, more so manual orders actually, just so we can do this as perfectly as possible. So Goblin 4 is targeted, and we'll launch 2 Mark 48 Mod 4 torpedoes at it. Apparently we've also got 2 of these things, but for some reason when I was messing around with the scenario, I just couldn't get this thing to launch. It's oh wait a minute, I probably got nukes disabled now that I think of it. Why didn't I think of that? Because I couldn't launch this before, but that's probably because I've got nuclear weapons disabled. Yeah, I don't think the scenario log has said anything about not needing to use nuclear weapons, so let's just go to our side doctrine, ROE, SMCON, yep, all passive, nuclear weapons. Oh, we can't enable them. God damn it. Yeah, whatever. No, pessimistic, make evasion, yes. New. Under attack, yes, surge. Alright, whatever. Fuck it. We'll just get this thing to launch, and that'll be that. Apparently we can launch these torpedoes. Actually, no, he's going to turn towards them first, and then he's going to launch his torpedo. Then hopefully it should be pathing this way. So we'll just let's see, we'll just speed up time a bit. So that's 1 torpedo, and shit, we are detected out for fuck's sake. Because if I go any faster than the creep speed, actually I probably could have dived, I suppose. But now, fuck it. That just means I'm going to have to blow up more, basically, to make up for the score there. Oh well, fuck it. Yeah, pitch material. Because yeah, if I go any faster than creep speed, then we start cavitating, and cavitation is not too good. It's something to do with generating bubbles with the propellers or something, which is interesting because this is meant to be 1989. You'd think that they would have mostly solved that issue at this stage, but well, whatever. Well, let's just see what happens. Well, let's hit him. Yeah, skunks all over the place. Just see if it fucking fucking hell. That's kind of annoying. Damn it. Well, we've already been detected, and actually did check the stats of the various units beforehand. Basically, these guys are going to have to get pretty close to me in order to, actually, how 4.25, yeah, fuck it, let's just delete that. And, okay, they're going to have to get pretty close to me to even launch anything, actually, so. Just disengage, and here we go, these guys have been identified. So commercial tankers all in a little line there, and we've also got a couple of Al-Hani frigates, which aren't that great, but if they get close to you, then you're pretty much screwed. But until that happens, don't have too much to worry about. So just try to blow up the submarines, try not to hit any civilian vessels. So there you go, that is the current situation. Get the fuck out of the way, fucking commercial vessel. And yeah, whatever, just keep going there. Damn it. Of course they're going to get in the way. Well, isn't that a fucking liberty? Actually, I've already been detected. I'm not really sure why I made them bothering to go out less than less than full speed, but what the hell, I might as well try to remain somewhat undetected, I guess. Otherwise, we're going to start cavitating, and, that'll give them an easier time to detect us, and that is not too good. So as you can see, we're commanding this SSN 688 Los Angeles. SSN's that submarine nuclear powered, I believe, and as you can see, it does have some nuclear weapons, but we can't use them, which is just fucking dandy. And this thing, apparently it's been out of contact for over 34 minutes actually, so wherever it went, chances are we're not going to find it anytime soon. So we'll take out our eye on this commercial tanker right now. So 2 torpedoes should be able to do the trick, hopefully. Oh, that's right, we also got access to the Harpoon ICs, although I'm not really sure how to actually get them to properly fire that manually, but whatever. I think we'll just, actually not, fuck it. Let's see if I can use these harpoons instead. 1 and 2 should hopefully get the job done. 2 allocated. It's on magazine, I don't know what exactly that means. I'm assuming that means it's not loaded in, so hopefully we can actually load it in or something. We'll see what happens. So it's there. This thing should probably be at a standstill, not that it really matters too much. And it's not going to fire, of course, so yeah, whatever. So really, fuck knows what the hell this thing needs to do in order to fire off those missiles. Maybe it needs to go higher. Actually, that's very much possible. Maybe it needs to get to periscope depth. No, what the hell? Let's give that a shot. Actually, I probably should read up on the weapons. So it was a harpoon. I see one. I see you see, and there you go. Got fancy little pictures, courtesy of helpful modders. And let's see, what is it going to tell us? For fuck's sake, just fucking tell me the launch depth. Launch altitude, nothing. For fuck's sake. Pretty good range though. In fact, I probably should just launch the torpedoes instead. I just wanted to use the bloody missiles for once. Yeah, well, fuck it. So, passive radar Seeker for 10 nautical miles, and I'm assuming this one here is the, actually says it here, terminal guidance for active radar homing. So, there you go. Huzzah, huzzah. It's got various fancy properties, target surface ships. Whatever, let's just launch the torpedoes then, seeing as it is pretty freaking close. 1.62 nautical miles, yeah, that's should be just fine and dandy. So just clear our targets and just fire a couple off. I don't want it to fire too many off at once. So bam, bam. Thank you, man. So we get to destroy something at the very least. And let's see. Attacking. I haven't seen anything happening there. Did it really miss? Actually, it did. It said it missed there. How the fuck did... Oh, it's... fuck, mate. I should have thought of that, actually. It's probably, too... Yeah, it's probably too deep and too close for the thing to go up like that. Whoops. Wow. Literally the simplest scenario there. Having troubles with it. Oh, well, whatever. All a learning experience, as they say. And, okay, not going to be able to get that thing. It's 45 minutes since I've last detected this thing. Suppose I can try to surface and go after it. I mean, this thing doesn't have any weapons anyway, and we've already been detected, so shouldn't make that much of a difference. Yeah, fuck it, let's just do that. Let's get a periscope depth just for the hell of it. There we go. And let's see. Yep, it's going to do like that. Can almost ram the thing, actually, now that I think of it. Although I don't think ramming is a feature of this game, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? So we'll go after this thing instead, as it's kind of getting a bit close to us. In fact, actually, maybe I can. If I tell this thing to attack automatically, let's just see what it actually does. If we can tell it to attack this thing. Let's see. Shit, what the yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone up that far, and yeah, something else is shooting at me, so not working out too well. What actually happened? Not really sure how exactly it took damage, actually. But I think it was either due to this, or maybe, I don't know, maybe this damage. It didn't exactly say, it just says it has damage and all that, but yeah, fuck it. I think I better just start again, actually. Whoops. And yeah, I won't really bother segmenting that off. Barely even scratch the scenario, really. Got a bit to learn, it seems. I think I'll just tell it to automatically attack in that case. Alright, that's how to actually not get detected. It's not really sure, actually. I suppose I could try to try to dive as quick as possible. Goes creep speed, and set that, see how that works. Wait a minute, did this thing just teleport? I could swear it was up here before, but whatever. Yeah, just keep on going, get submerging, yeah, shit is getting detected all over the place. Okay, I think we should be alright. Oh, we need to start, yes. And yep, now that we're submerged, we can't detect anything, of course. But, got some idea of where stuff is, or at least where it was. Okay, now let's go back up and see what happens. So he's just mentioned this is a goblin, which is probably going to be a tanker. FFG, skunk of some description. Alright, so let's just go up to shallow depth, still at creep speed, and see if we can actually avoid detection that way. Yep, skunks are being detected by us. More skunks have been detected by us. So do we have to avoid detection by civilian ships as well? Actually no, civilian ships they shouldn't be carrying sonar anyway, so I think we should be alright. Although, oh shit, one thing I definitely could be using is, oh shit, oh damn it, this thing's right in the fucking way as well. Commercial container vessel. I suppose I could try to launch missiles at this thing, it's just they don't seem to do anything, unless if I maybe get up to the proper depth or something. Because this thing, yeah, one moving that way, one moving that way. Of course I don't want to hit civilian stuff. Yeah, okay, well let's try to go up to periscope depth and see if we can launch missiles that way. So as you can see I'm just stabbing in the darker bits, but yeah, we'll see how that works out for us. So that, and also target this thing first, since it seems to have a bit of a bead on us. Tomahawk Tasm, I don't think that's a nuclear one, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway. Just launch a couple of these things on magazines, whatever that means. And what the hell? Let's just see if it actually do anything. And yeah, this thing's using various bits of sonar, as you can see. Oh, this is not a container ship. This is just a. The fuck is? Oh no, it is a container ship. It's called the Cadaver apparently. Oh, they got separate names as well. That's kind of annoying. I kind of wish I just say that they were container ships, but well. Oh yeah, it's the wrong game. Yeah, I know actually, but if for some odd reason I'm not really sure what to do actually, because it doesn't recognize command as a game. So, I'm not too sure actually. Let's just go to the game innovator channel. Fuck it. Actually, is it going to? Oh yeah, it is going to be displaying it actually. Yes. Because yeah, if we go here, what, should I just select nothing, I wonder? Or maybe just say not playing. But the thing is, I'm playing something, so we're playing Not Everlasting Summer. Let's just update this. Oh, we can apparently do that. Change the state, alright. Yeah, that's alright, I just didn't really know what to do there, but what the hell, I suppose we'll just say playing nothing then, since it doesn't recognize command. Although if I just type it in now, nah, it's not there. It's kind of annoying how you can't just set it up automatically either, actually. I mean, if I do this, operations, yeah, don't recognize that game. Oh well, what the hell, I tried, I guess. I probably should just set it to nothing or something. Anyway, stream's still doing good. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. I suppose the other settings are as good as they can be, yeah. Alright, fuck it. Alright, so now where were we? Oh, that's right, we're going to try to shoot the fuck out of these things, for lack of a better word. Actually, I might be able to get this thing, now that this thing's moved, this thing's just using navigation radar, so let's just have a look. There shouldn't be sonar, and I don't think even if it is sonar, no script for life, that's right. It shouldn't be using sonar, and even if it is, I think it shouldn't really count as getting detected as far as I know anyway. Navigation radar, yeah, it's just navigation only, so basically it's there just for fun really. It's a more realistically simulator, but this thing, wow, this thing's pulling out all the stops in terms of using its radars there, that's for sure. Alright, well, minus 3.5, and we've got a pretty decent idea heading direction and all that. You know what, fuck it, I think I'll try launching a torpedo. Damn straight, damn good taste. Looks like Sochterize got good taste as well. Anyway, we'll try launching a torpedo, 2 torpedoes against this thing and see how that works out. It's just really annoying how we got a frigate that's literally bearing right down on us. I mean, how... I don't think I've had the detected thing fire off yet. In fact, we can check that via the scoring because it updates it on the fly. 0, yeah. So, I don't know, maybe they suspect that I'm going to be in that area. I just don't know. Actually, no, let's just tell this thing to attack automatically and just see what it does. Oh, okay, let's just do that. Okay. Oh, we were detected. Oh, for fuck's sake. Actually, how... Oh, wait a minute. I was pretty... Oh, I was a periscope depth. I forgot about that. Whoops. And yeah, less than... Well, roughly 2.5 nautical miles away, actually. Oh, well, it just means I have to blow more shit up then. And in either case... Oh, actually, wait a minute. We do have a missile being launched. A harpoon. Ah, okay. So I think we actually do have to get to periscope depth in that case in order to launch these missiles. So what's the range on these things again? Harpoons. So 5, 10. Actually, no. What's the overall thing? 2 to 75. Oh, very nice. With 5 nautical miles range when it actually starts using its terminal guidance. Active radar homing. Okay then. In that case, yeah. Alright, well there we go. It's all a learning experience, as I say. So just see how this does, I guess. Going to launch. I think the missile's just been taken out. Yep, decoy. Yeah, of course. Success. Damn it. So yeah. Okay. What do you mean the missiles are? No, the missiles, their range was like 75 nautical miles. So obviously you want to fire them from beyond torpedo range. Missiles. They detect you doing it, I would be scared. Oh yeah, I suppose it should be obvious actually. Whoops. Yeah. Oh well, whatever. I probably should submerge this bastard actually. Shallow depth. Or just... Actually no, I want to be able to detect as much as possible. Yeah, I'm being very reckless, as you can see. Definitely not used to this style of gameplay, that's for sure. Well, the torpedoes are going in. And... what? Someone's sending a torpedo to us? In contact, blah blah blah. Detected by my own torpedo. Take periscope depth, yeah, okay, makes sense, yeah. Jump to... Oh. Okay, something tells me that that detection's a bit off. Which is actually somewhat realistic, because this is sort of meant to mimic the uncertainty of where things are, but that seems to be really off. Something tells me that that torpedo is not over land, but we shall see. Oh god, anyway, oh there's a torpedo heading right towards me, and oh, here we go. Libyan tanker destroyed, although we shouldn't actually really know about it now, but in any case it was destroyed. We actually managed to not hit this thing, despite the fact that this thing was almost literally between me and the tanker there. Bizarre. Well, in any case, it hit, impacted, 100% penetration achieved. So there you go. Oh shit, I'm gonna waste 2 more torpedoes on that. Damn it, that's why I don't like doing this auto attack sometimes. I mean, granted, you know, it's good to make sure that something's really, really dead, but tell it to disengage actually. There we go. But in this case, because I've only got 1 submarine and it's only got so many torpedoes, you kind of want to be a bit more. Why is this thing showing that depth actually? Anyway, yes, you don't really want to overkill them too much. Shallow. Why is it 159 meters? Oh, it's probably going to try to evade this torpedo. Well, in any case, let's set the thingy right here. Perfect. What the fuck? Okay, I get that he's trying to evade the torpedo, but this would have been perfectly fine if he just did this. I probably should have just told him to ignore this torpedo and... oh, well, whatever. Bam. Yeah, I don't... Oh, shit. Okay, maybe it is a good thing that he's evading that torpedo then. Fuck. And he's cavitating. Shit. Well, this is turning out into a bit of a disaster. So we've still got a frigate to worry about, and he actually almost did manage to get me with a torpedo there. Jesus. Great. And we've got another submarine to worry about, but the thing is, we're meant to be destroying these transports. We've still got a whole bunch of... Actually, because I know where they are roughly, and I've already got a decent amount of distance, what I probably should be doing is just check the range. Because I could just fire missiles off against them. Let's see. This thing. That's a damn frigate though, damn it. So this thing could possibly stop my missiles though, that's the problem. And I also have to worry about this submarine as well, though it hasn't been detected for 11 minutes. And this thing's fucking cavitating. Probably should just set this thing to creep, stop him from cavitating. And action. Okay, perfect. Alright. So, submarine still hasn't been detected though. This thing is... that's one of those frigates, I believe. Unfortunately, without any pretty pictures, but oh well. Okay, it's got its own little anti-ship missiles as well. And, well, surface-to-surface missiles anyway, as well as some other stuff. So what was it actually firing at me? What was the torpedo, I wonder? Or maybe it was a submarine that launched that torpedo at me. I could swear it was coming from the frigate though. No, it just fires rockets. That's the only thing it seems to really have against... yeah. Against submersibles. Interesting. Probably don't have to worry too much about this thing unless if I get really close to it. Speaking of which, I think these ranges are getting a bit annoying. I probably should use merge range. There we go, that's slightly better. Indeed. Alright, so... fuck, I don't know about this thing. I suppose I could just launch a couple of torpedoes at this thing while we're at it. Why not? It's, shit, it's a bit far away though. Damn it, it's just that I don't want this thing to screw over my missiles. Well, actually, they should be far enough from each other. Yeah, I don't know where this thing is though, that's the problem. A couple of missiles might just do the trick, and especially to hit this one actually. I probably should try to do that. Alright, we'll get this thing to move. Periscope depth, and there, hopefully I can sort of launch missiles the other way and then just get him to head back there or something. Alright, let's do that. So yeah, these guys are now again scanning me over their radars. Perfect. So this thing, and this frigate there. Ah, perfect. Actually, I should be able to hit all of them with missiles without having to worry about this thing spoofing them. Spoofing, funny word. Anyway, let's just target them in that case. So, actually, what is this other thing they had? It had like a TASM Tomahawk as well. What exactly is that? Can it target ships? Surface ships, perfect. And its range 5 to 250. God, a bit overkill for this scenario, but I'll take it. So I think 2 missiles should be enough. Probably a bit overkill, but what the hell, I mean, I have to at the very least destroy these things, and then after that I can try to pick off the frigates and such to get my lost score back. So just do this, and damn it, I can't select them all at once. Alright, fuck it, we'll target these ones first, since they're the furthest away. So, shit, which one was it? The Albeda's a close one, so we'll use a closer range one on that. Harpoon. And Tomahawks? Yeah, fuck it, why not? There we go. Do we only got 2 of them each, really? Are you fucking serious? Or can we allocate another one? Oh, we can, whoops, okay, I'll just get rid of that. Alright, perfect, so that's that, and then we just need to target this one as well, yep. Target that with the harpoons. Perfect, apparently got plenty of those to go around. Alright, let's see how this how this will work. Oh wait, it probably needs to face in that direction as well, doesn't it? Yeah, fuck it, we'll do that as well then. I think so anyway. Come on, launch the fucking missiles. God fucking damn it. Why won't you launch, you bastard? Ah, for fuck's sake, do I have to tilt it? Yeah, fuck it. Whoops, yeah. There. God fucking. Alright, so we'll. There, we'll get it to engage automatically and see what it does. I mean, come on, it's at 20 meters, so. Yeah, look at that now. Oh, it's launching torpedoes. Oh shit, and there's a cruise ship there or something like that. That's commercial cruise liner. Okay. And apparently got some vampires coming in. Oh, missiles, really? Oh shit, I shouldn't have. I only went to this depth. Oh fuck me. I only went to this depth, of course, because I wanted to. Oh no, this actually did fire some missiles. Tomahawks. Well, why did it fire them before then? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, well, just tell them to disengage, let the weapons do their work, I guess, and this thing needs to submerge as quickly as possible. Shit, it might even be too late, actually. Well, in either case, we somehow avoided hitting the passenger ships, but now everything is actually hostile, which is going to make everything much bigger pain in the ass. But oh well. So we destroyed that. Yep, tanker destroyed. And I don't think we destroyed this one though. So just tell this thing to guess we'll just tell this thing to fire again. Why not? Just at this one though. I'm pretty sure the other ones are dead. Go torpedoes. Wow. Thank God it didn't hit the Earl of Essex. Okay, and perfect. Yeah, it's going to overkill on the fucking missiles, but oh well. It'll be worth it. It's just annoying now how everything is now going to be red. Now, what still doesn't count is actually hitting a civilian ship, so I'll take it. Oh no, actually I'm not supposed to be firing on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the last one to take out. What the fuck is this thing? Akbar. Oh, okay, patrol gunboat, no problemo. So, looks like the things to take out now would be this thing then in that case, with the couple of torpedoes. And there we go. I probably should have submerged a bit. I probably should just stayed at this current depth actually, because I seem to be able to detect stuff relatively easily, but oh well. What can you do? Get this thing to disengage and fire the torpedoes. And yeah, we'll just make torpedoes. Yes, perfect. One and come on, fire the second one for fuck's sake. Yeah, not getting away. Hopefully. Although he should have fired the second one by now, but whatever. He might still be alive, but 100% penetration achieved. I think it's probably going to be dead then, actually. Libyan frigate destroyer has been fired. Perfect. So, how's our scoring looking like? Minor victory. Jesus. After this. Oh, shit. I thought I destroyed all the tankers. Maybe not. Oh well. Screw it. Let's see. Got one of these things. I'm pretty sure we did destroy all the tankers though, and they're meant to be 250 points each. But getting detected is minus 500, so it actually doesn't make sense that I'm barely over 500 now. So what, I basically have to destroy every submarine and frigate that I can find, and that's going to be a bit tricky. The submarines, well, as you can see, this one hasn't been detected for 13 minutes. This one for 13 seconds, bizarrely enough. I might be just better off going for maybe this thing, although blah blah, these things are heading this way, this thing's heading this way. What the hell? F-71, is that a Spanish Navy? Really? What the hell is that doing here? this... I'm not really sure what the hell is happening there, but alright. Alright, so in that case we'll just tell this thing to go this way, and then we can hopefully not launch torpedoes into these things while we do that. So we'll just tell this thing to head back at creep speed, and probably should get this thing to submerge a bit more, in fact. Just, oh, I got it to just over the layer. Alright, so I don't really want to go over the layer then. So we'll just, I believe that's the thermal layer or whatever. Alright, well, let's give that a shot and see what happens. Yep, this thing's definitely using its sonar pretty actively. This thing hasn't been detected for a while. Fuck knows where it went. Given that it was pointing that way last time I detected it, it probably has gone over here somewhere. But here we go. I think we should have a clear shot at this thing now. Should be able to destroy it without it running away. Oh. Perfect. And fuck, I will launch one torpedo. Am I really out of oh, actually I'm not. Thank God, I was about to say if I'm out of torpedoes. Alright, 1-4, perfect. God, if only I could use the nukes. Oh well. So, we fire one torpedo, despite the fact that it's sort of firing perpendicular. I'm not sure what the hell that's about, but whatever. Apparently some other torpedoes self-destructing because they've run out of energy. This thing is going to be running away. But he's been hit, and... damn it, it missed. Fuck. It's still going to return though, good. This thing hasn't been detected for a while though. I have to worry about these submarines though, because they do have some sort of torpedoes. This thing's been detected as well. I'll still go after this thing though. I don't know, I really don't like this frigate. Although probably we'll be better off going after this submarine here actually. 384. Yeah, this thing's a little bit further away, so let's just launch a couple of torpedoes. Oh shit. Shit, I think I might be out of torpedoes actually. Well, let's have a look. Magazines. Torpedo decoys, 0. Oh shit, really. For fuck's sake, why didn't they give me more fucking torpedoes? It's beyond me. Alright, well, this is very much impossible then. I've just used up all my torpedoes. Man. If only I had nukes. Oh well. Okay, let's just go that way. Try to retreat from it. Well, I think this thing's actually gaining on me. Oh, actually, yes it is. I probably should just attack it now and just see if I can hit it with missiles at the very least. There we go. Nope, it's doing nothing. It's not even attempting to hit it with its anti-ship missiles. I think it's actually out of them as well. Yes. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, skunk, of course. Alright, fuck it. What is the score? It still says minor victory. But, I think I'll just end that scenario. Yeah, whatever. Performance. Great. Alrighty. Well, should I segment it off or not? Actually, not. Fuck it. I think I'll do another scenario. Although the fact that I couldn't even do this one is kind of silly. I should have submitted this thing as deeply as possible. Basically, I was going for you know, trying to detect as much as possible. But of course, you know, the downside in a submarine is that it makes you more detectable as well, even if you're just using passive sensors. So. What the hell, we'll go to another scenario though, so for you two people, I shall see you all next time.